If you have been waiting to become confident before you start posting content online, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but you have it backwards. Confidence isn't something you gain, then start creating. Confidence is something you earn by creating. And if you have been sitting on ideas, waiting for better equipment, waiting to glow up, or waiting to figure out your niche, this video is for you. Today, I'll be sharing 4 things that completely changed how I approach content creation and why I think you should start posting today, even if you're scared. But before we get into that, hi, I'm Oare. I'm a marketing girly, content creator, and a professional creative dabber. You'll find everything from hair content and lifestyle videos to marketing, content strategy, and conversations like this on my channel because I've never really been just one thing. I love creating. Fun fact, I actually started creating faceless YouTube content using AI voiceovers. And it actually did numbers, like real numbers, but I got burnt out and I couldn't see through to monetization. At the time, I felt like a failure, but looking back, it completely changed my life because everything I learned from creating content gave me the confidence to start applying for social media marketing jobs, which led me to learn even more about branding, storytelling, and content creation. And that's why I'm so passionate about this topic because posting online has genuinely opened doors for me that I didn't even know existed. So when I tell you start posting, I'm not saying it because it sounds motivational. I'm saying it because it could literally change your life. Which brings me to lesson number 1. I want to tell you something that could have saved me a lot of overthinking. Nobody starts good. Nobody. You know what's funny? We consume content from creators who have been posting for years, then expect our first video to look like they are hundreds. That math is not massing. Start with the phone you have, start with the lighting in your room, start with your accent, start with your awkwardness. Just start. I think social media has sold us this idea that we have to become creators before we can create. We need the camera, the aesthetic, the niche, the confidence, the branding. No, you need a phone, data, and creativity. That's literally where most creators started. And here's the thing I wish more people understood. Your first 50 videos are your tuition fees. You're not posting these videos to go viral. You're paying for experience. You're paying to learn how to edit. You're paying to learn how to speak on camera. You're paying to figure out what kind of creator you want to become. Stop putting pressure on your first few videos to change your life. They are not supposed to. Your first videos aren't supposed to impress people. They're supposed to teach you. 2. Can I tell you my favorite content creation hack? It's exposure therapy. That's it. The cure for cringe is repetition. The first time you hear your voice on camera, you'll hate it. The first time you watch yourself back, you'll probably want to delete the entire video. Trust me, I've been there. The first time you post, you'll spend 6 hours wondering if people are secretly laughing at you. They aren't, by the way. When I first started posting content, especially talking content, I felt awkward. I stumbled over my words. I was hyper aware of how I looked and sounded. Remember when I said I started out making faceless content with AI voiceovers? That wasn't because I thought it was cool or trendy. It was because I genuinely didn't believe I could articulate enough or be interesting enough to use my own voice. But every single time I posted, it got easier because familiarity builds confidence. You're not lacking confidence, you're lacking repetitions. That's the hack. You post. And let's talk about being cringe because if you're still sitting on the fence about creating and posting, it's probably because you are terrified of it. I saw this post the other day saying something like me posting something and cringing, but I can't delete it because I have to stand in my authenticity. And honestly, that was so real to me. I have spent so much time feeling cringe after posting content. Then I heard someone say something so simple that it genuinely changed something for me. If you're cringing, don't. If you're cringing, don't. That's it. So now, whenever I feel myself cringing after posting something, I literally stop myself and ask, cringe for what? Cringe for what? I beg. I'm looking for a bag on this internet. The more I post, the more confident I become. I was watching The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, and they were talking about how cringe some of their content is. But do you know what? They don't care because they are building brands, businesses, communities, and opportunities simply just by showing up online. And I was like, no taking. This is why reality TV is so educational. Maybe successful creators aren't more talented than the rest of us. Or maybe they are. Or maybe they're just less embarrassed. If posting my content helps one person, lands me an opportunity, or helps me build my dream community, why am I allowing embarrassment, a temporary feeling, to stop me? No. Live in your authenticity. The people who are meant for you will find you because you're being yourself. 3. Research like a creator. This point changed my entire perspective on content creation. You don't need to come up with some revolutionary content idea that has never existed on the internet before. Creators leave clues everywhere. If I wanted to become a finance creator today, do you know what I would do? I would spend the next week stalking, respectfully, the top finance creators. I'd look at their thumbnails, their hooks, their titles, their storytelling, their comment section, what people are asking, what videos performed well, what video flopped, and most importantly, I'd ask myself, why am I hooked? Because understanding the psychology behind why you're hooked helps you recreate the feeling, not necessarily copy the content. Your favorite creators are literally free mentors. You need to study them. Content creation is a skill, and skills can be learned. And what's great about social media in this era is that we have creator insights, trend reports, and analytics. You need to use them and study them very well. They are literally free market research. Don't copy creators. Understand why their content works. That's how you learn strategy. 4. Learn and improve. This is where I think most people quit too early. They post 3 videos, nobody watches them, and suddenly they've decided that they aren't meant to be creators. No, you're on lesson 4 of 100. Every single piece of content you post teaches you something. Maybe your hook wasn't strong enough. Maybe your lighting was terrible. Or maybe your audio needed work. That's helpful feedback, not a flop. And looking back now, it's funny because I thought I was just making my YouTube videos. I had no idea I was accidentally building skills that would help me build my career. Creating content taught me marketing. Marketing taught me branding. Branding taught me storytelling, and storytelling taught me confidence. You never really know where creating is going to take you until you start. One of the biggest mindset shifts I've had recently is this: you don't find your niche finds you after you have posted enough. Your audience tells you what they love. You will start noticing patterns. People really love when I tell stories. People really love when I post about getting my hair done. People love my tutorials. You don't need to know who you're going to be online for the next 10 years. You just need to know who you're willing to be today. My channel started with hair content, DIY braids, my natural hair journey, and tutorials. But I'm expanding because there's so much more to me and my personal brand. I work in marketing, I create content for brands, I run businesses online, I love storytelling, I love strategy, I love aesthetics, I love to create. And then I realized something: I am the niche because I am the one thing that all my interests have in common: hair, marketing, content creation, business, creativity. They are all connected because they are all connected to me. And I think more creators need to hear this. You don't have to put yourself in a box to succeed online. People don't just subscribe to categories anymore. They subscribe to people. And guess what? I'm still creating hair content. In fact, if you like my hair, I actually did it myself. I've actually had it in for a month now and it's held up really well. I filmed the entire process, reviewed the extensions I used, and the full video will be up very soon, so stay tuned for that. Now, I'm just creating with a different strategy. Your first niche isn't your forever niche. Allow yourself to evolve. So, here's your homework after this video: post something: a TikTok, a YouTube short, an Instagram reel, a photo dump. Post something. Stop being a full-time consumer and start being a part-time creator, because the truth is there are ideas inside your head that will never change anyone's life if they stay in there. And if you're watching this video, chances are you've wanted more for yourself for a very long time. You want to create, you want to build a brand, you want financial freedom, you want to express yourself creatively, you want to make money doing things that light you up. The good news is that you can. If you're obsessed with content creation, marketing, personal branding, beauty, creativity, DIY, and becoming the kind of person who creates opportunities instead of waiting for them, welcome. This is Oare Creates. If you're figuring things out, building confidence one post at a time, and creating opportunities for yourself, I want you here. Think of this channel as that friend that teaches you to braid your hair on Tuesday and convinces you to finally start that YouTube channel on Wednesday. Subscribe, join the community, and let's create together. And remember, nobody starts out as the creator they become. They become that person because they started. Post that video. Nobody cares as much as you think they do. Be cringe, be authentic, and get the bag.